Indiana Jones, Indiana It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. Indiana Jones, Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute, the jolly old podcast where we discuss the film Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny 3 minutes at a time. I am Tom Taylor.
I am Pete Mart.
I am Gerald Christopher Porter.
And today we are here to discuss minutes 61 through 63 of Dial of Destiny. These are the minutes that begin with Indy and Helena briefly fighting over a cab outside the Hotel Atlantique before being held at gunpoint by the local constabulary, which promptly heads for the hills with the arrival of Rahim the Younger, wearing pajamas and carrying a scimitar, and accompanied by his gang of mobster toughs. Turns out Rahim was alerted to Helena's presence at the hotel by his dad, Big Rahim, who gave him that scimitar as a means of returning with Helena's head. While Helena haggles over which bit he takes, Teddy is on the roof, spotting not only Fuller's car getting away, but an unattended tuk-tuk. Back on the street, Helena is explaining to the lovesick Rahim that she only returned to sell something, which Indy interjects is something that actually belonged to him. This argument is then interrupted by Rahim learning that Helena sold his ring, which helps him make up his mind that yes, he will chop off her head. Guns come out, Indy and Helena take off, and we're in a chase scene! As Indy and Helena run down the narrow streets, they bicker about who was engaged to what mobster and who's a grave robber, etc. Indy defends himself by saying that he and Baz did important work, on which Helena calls Wilhelm, saying Indy just did it for the buzz. They're so busy arguing they almost get shot by one of Rahim's guys on a motorcycle, but Teddy saves them by plowing into that guy in his stolen tuk-tuk. Indy takes the wheel, and now we're in a vehicular chase scene. As they speed away from Rahim and his men, Teddy and Helena backseat driver Indy about directions, but Indy tells them he knows Tangiers. So sure enough, they do spot Fuller's car on the street below. Fuller, geeking out over his newly acquired half of the dial, spots Indy's tuk-tuk and tells Kleber to step on it, and the minutes end with Kleber telling his boss that they are 10 minutes from the airport. Exciting stuff.
It is like a nighttime bed story, or a nighttime.
The story you want to wake, a bedtime story you want to wake up to.
Yeah, that's
See?
nice.
There you
Pete.
go.
Well done. Yeah, I mean, I just listening to Tom, run through it. I mean, explain the film, and I'm like,
I'm no Curtis Blows,
cool,
but I do what I can.
Well, I made that noise because these minutes begin with that siren.
Oh yeah.
So I was wondering, do you guys have in your mind a universal siren noise?
They're probably like two. There's like the American one and the British one. There's like the meemaw, meemaw, meemaw from like that you see in like British TV and stuff, or or in life if you're in Britain.
Most of Europe.
I guess it is more like a fully European thing, but yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if I can tell the difference like here in America between like a police car or an ambulance or a fire truck.
Oh, I can.
Can you?
We hear nonstop though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, we get the siren on this one, right? And it's a totally different noise. It goes meow. I don't know if you're the the sound guy.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who makes sound effects, you wonder, did he even feel like, oh, okay, what would be like a 1960s North African police siren?
Yeah. I mean, is it simply the siren was going and now they got where they're going and it's just kind of going?
Yeah, it's winding down because it's like
is that why?
It's like a mechanical siren. Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's
funny.
Like a crank siren?
They're in a chase scene and all it's doing is
Which one is it? Like sort of predicting that the guy's going to get away.
We're not going to make it. He's much faster than we are.
Tommy, you used that word. Was it, was it constabulary?
Constabulary?
Yeah, constabulary. How did you, where did you pull that out of?
I think I just read it in a book recently, and I was like, "Oh, constable, constabulary. Oh,
Wow.
yeah." And then I used
That
it
was
in my
nice.
podcast writings.
That was good.
I'm applying my learning.
Speaking of learning, I'm having a hard time learning when Helena or Helena, I think is little Rahim calls her, is kidding or not. Like, I don't know if she really told those guys to shoot Indy or if she's just joking that she told them to shoot Indy.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And why
And then
would she?
so he says that's my cab. And so
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, so he has no interest or expectation that he's going to be doing something with her, obviously. He's like, that's my cab. Sort of like,
Yeah, I
we're
guess they're
done
both
here. Like, get out of here.
independently going after
Yeah.
Fuller, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until fate brings them together because they were already together.
Yeah.
That's my cab? Is that supposed to be a little bit of a gag, like a New York City, like, hey, I was hailing that one, and now you're getting into it?
Or was that just the same cab he showed up in?
Oh, it could be. It could literally be his
wow.
cab.
Because that's where it parked like a few minutes before. Like maybe he's like, wait here, like keep the engine running.
Well, I mean, we really expect her in this moment to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll just call another one.
Yeah, never mind.
So okay, we have this other gun joke, right? What do you guys feel? We kind of have this little vignette. It's sort of bookended by everybody pulls the guns on Indy, right?
Yeah.
And then he jumps down, they all fire. Now everybody pulls the guns out. He goes, "Hey, fellas, let's put the guns down."
Right.
And they all do. And so you're like, "Oh, okay." They kind of bookend, a nice little minute or two. What do you think? You like that?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Wait, what is this the end of the bookend? Or is this like
well,
the
no,
no,
it's just they kind of
joke. I mean, it's the
yeah,
joke
it's just that they
Rahim.
kind of Rahim. Yeah, they put the guns down. They say, I mean, it looks like Indy has the force.
Yeah,
is
right.
like using the force.
Indy's using his suave international ability to communicate here.
Yeah,
it is weird.
No,
it's odd to. I'm being careful as I say this because it could easily turn into like a Last Crusade sort of boop 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 boo. Like it's interesting that they don't really play up the punchline of that. Like okay guys, let's put your things down, and they do it, and they're kind of looking past him, but you sort of hear him say like, oh, there, that's better or something, but there's no like smirk or like,
oh,
hey, look at that,
nice.
I got a lot of control over these.
Or maybe Tom,
cops.
maybe you do want the boopity boop boop boo.
See, I don't want the boopity boop, but I do think it's interesting that there was no like even mild boopity boop.
Yeah.
Well, they let you discover it. You'd think that worked.
Right.
Yeah, you're thinking that. Oh, wow! There's about 3 seconds that you think that worked because you don't really see Rahim show up. But
you do see the guys looking past Indy as they do it, and they look freaked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's odd, but I like it. It's okay. I'll live.
And then we get little Rahim, and I keep thinking Saleh literally just mentioned Big Rahim. It kind of feels like he might have been a little bit helpful in this situation.
Oh, maybe.
Do you think
to have Saleh there?
Yeah. Do you think there's a medium Rahim who could have showed up and everyone would have just been like, "Oh, everything's cool"?
That Rahim is just
fine.
Right. He's very sensible, very level-headed. It's like, look, I understand you're mad, and I understand you want to take the thing, but come on.
Right. What he built his house? He built his house out of like wood or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. He's like the medium Rahim goat.
I feel bad for Rahim. He's
yeah. He doesn't seem like he. Yeah.
He's not he's a mobster, so we're not supposed to be on his side or anything. But he seems to really sincerely be in love with Helena, and she's
brought this on herself. To be fair,
she has. Yeah.
Oh, he's a mobster with a broken heart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is this her misunderstanding moment? Like 10 or 20 years from now, is she going to be like at palace dinners talking about it? It was my
I understand little Rahim wanted to cut off your head. That wasn't my head. I haggled him down to something else. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what I most feel sorry about for him is he was awakened. I mean, he's sleeping, and
That's
somebody
horrible.
woke him up. Yeah, he did his pajamas. So, all right. So, what time is this? I guess when we're looking at previously, Indy, it's at night, and then what is this, like 6 a.m.?
It must be just
Seven-
past
seven?
dawn because, like, yeah, like he got there at nighttime and he hasn't been
Yeah.
there that long.
Yeah.
And now it's almost full daylight. So
So you think they're having that meeting at like 5 a.m. or something?
That's
maybe
kind of weird.
4:30.
Yeah.
Maybe 4:30, 3 a.m. maybe?
I don't know what time sunrise is in Morocco at this time of year, but yeah.
It feels like a weird time. Like to have a, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll meet at 4:15 a.m.
Well, that might be good for though, like a casino bar type thing. You know what I mean?
It also is a very international collection of
Yeah,
people.
everyone's
so maybe
jet
that worked
lagged,
out
so
for most
everyone's
people.
Sure. Everybody's jet lagged, so that
Right, we're all screwed except for Helena. Just fresh as a daisy.
I do feel like Rahim's friend is watching this conversation with utter confusion, and that feels like me watching this whole movie.
Wait, whose side am I on? What's going on? Have you ever been in this? He's like, you probably sold the ring or whatever, and she's like, She's like, she doesn't even sugarcoat it at all. She's like, it didn't
she's
sell for
pretty-
what I thought it was.
pretty
She's being
blunt.
really cruel.
Yeah.
And has either of you ever been like head over heels in love with somebody and they were a complete jerk about it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I have either, so I don't know why I asked the question. But I just feel for him. It's like that's awful.
yeah.
Like I was just kind of
Yeah.
liking. I had a note about liking Helena. Like I like the.
Yeah.
Does it have to be that bit when he's saying I'm going to cut your head off? And I just think she's great in moments like that. And then
Yeah.
But then she does this like it didn't go for as much as I thought. F you.
I don't.
And
I
it's
don't
like,
quite.
God.
Yeah, because of this kind of stuff, I still struggle to like her or understand her in this movie. Like I don't quite get that. She doesn't seem like she really has an arc. She kind of has an on switch and an off switch. Like, I
Oh,
don't-
that's well said.
like
Pete.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Thank you.
We'll have to
Well,
see,
I-
like how because she does. She's solidly on Indy's side by the end of the movie, but I forget how that happens.
Yeah.
And maybe we
Well,
won't
okay.
find
So
out. I
if
don't know.
first of all, when she says, does it have to be that bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
is
a
she
good line.
talking about that piece of her, like,
Yeah,
of her
or is it have to be
body?
my head? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is she talking? Well, I thought, like, does it have to be that bit? Like, do we have to do this gag or this stunt? Like,
yeah.
does it have to be this?
You say you're going to cut my head off. I say, oh,
Yeah.
no, please don't. I'll marry you after all. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if they were in a relationship that could make sense. Oh, do we
Yeah.
got to do this bit? Can you take out the garbage?
Yeah. It's a little thing they do. It's a little role play
Yeah,
thing.
it's a little thing they do.
Can we just do
Or
like the cowboy and the school teacher or something instead? I don't know. Cowboy and the school teacher.
okay.
What bit is
Well,
that?
so what about the, you know, when she says it didn't bring as much as I thought, or you know, okay, so maybe that does sound very cool, but what if Rahim had lied about it? It was like a cubit zirconia.
Oh, interesting.
And so that was her
Yeah.
way of saying, I found out that you're a cheapskate.
Yeah. And I ain't marrying
His
no
reaction
cheapskate.
leads me to believe that he wasn't a cheapskate.
No, he's
Like, because when she
wounded.
says that, he just
Yeah.
you it's like Ralph Wiggum watching his heart break. Like you can see. him.
I'm going to make a dumb joke. When he's angry, I want to call Rahim Hadio Rahim.
Oh, that was well done.
Thank
Nice,
you. Oh,
Tommy.
okay,
I
good.
got that.
All
Yeah,
right,
I got
thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody had to try something with that. Indy is interrupting all this, and she's like, hey, I came to sell something, and he's like, hey, well, she's talking about belongs to me. And that's not the first time he's said that, and I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know where what's his claim to owning that piece of the dial? Like,
It was in his museum.
Yeah, like, but I mean, the fact that it was in not the museum, but like the school's, warehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that it's there makes it seem like he didnn't consider it his. Like he.
I think.
They had that
using
debate
for
about you stole it
shorthand.
from me, I stole
like,
it from you.
I think
etc.
I think he's just using it as shorthand. Like, not it doesn't literally belong to him, but it's
Yeah.
He
like
should
it
have
definitely doesn't belong to
property.
her.
He
That's
should
the
have
point.
custody
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's all. I'm just.
No,
we
we got
kind
a
of
big
got
chase.
some of that ahead of us. Yeah.
Well, and we get like there's a bit of banter, and he says, "At least I'm not the one engaged to a mobster." And she says, "I don't need morality lessons from an aging grave robber." And he says, "I'm not a grave robber," and I'm trying to figure out, is he getting off on a technicality here by using the present tense? Because he definitely was a grave robber.
Right. Yeah.
And he was
Well,
he was still a grave robber when he was working with Helena's dad.
Well, I
So
mean,
is
look, we have to think about like ever since Last Crusade, he literally robbed the catacomb.
yeah,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
great, so it's like
And
he's
he
very
robbed
much.
someone's church.
yeah.
Yeah,
Robbed the
yeah. I mean,
temple.
if we've
Yeah,
seen graves, and
Yeah.
he's robbing them, and I would almost just say like,
Oriana's grave.
sure.
or yeah, what about Oriana? But what about at the end of Last Crusade in the where all the Grails are and the knight is there,
Yeah.
and then what's his name? Who's the rich guy from Last Crusade?
Donovan.
Donovan.
Donovan. Yeah, okay, so he dies right in that room. Now that room's a grave. Then Indy takes the chalice out.
Yeah,
He's robbing that
it's right
grave.
there.
But this had me thinking because she says you did it all for the buzz. You didn't. Or he said she says your escapades were. You thought your escapades were noble, selfless quests, but you did it for the buzz.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, did he do it for
Buzz,
the buzz, or
man.
did he do did he do it for the bucks? But then I kind of got thinking, is Indy actually an archaeologist at all? Because like archaeology is using the like using things you uncover to make sense of peoples and cultures of the past. And does Indy
Yeah.
ever once do that? Like, does he ever? Because every time, I'm thinking like in Tanis, he destroyed so many of the things that actually would have given him information about
Yeah.
the situation in which the ark was found and all, like everything that
As you
actually would
said,
have given
as
you
you said in
information.
one of our first minutes in the Chachapoyan Temple, this would be a great time for some archaeology.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like, but he's like an anti-archaeologist. Like he literally is just a
Yeah.
grave robber. He's literally doesn't do any archaeology,
Yeah.
which is funny that he.
There's a fully intact Anubis statue.
Right. Holding
Still,
up a
like,
thing.
Well, there's
yeah.
they built.
Yeah.
You can see that they built an entire map room. Like so that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all of this stuff is like. This is way more valuable to understanding what was happening than just having the item.
To be fair, I think Belloc did more damage to the map room than Indy did because
Yeah.
he drew all over that stuff and everything. I don't think Indy
But
did
you
anything
think
to
about
bust
that, there's like a new old stock Anubis statue.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And also a
find
room
something
filled
more
with writing.
collectible. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like who knows what all that said? But I mean, no one will know
never
now.
know.
But yeah,
It isn't. I mean, on the notion of like the buzz that she's like he gets the thrill from it, like that's what he's into it for.
uh-huh.
It's like it's a super basic indie question. Like, is that true? Like, is he?
I
Does
think
he
it
get a
is.
thrill? I agree with you. Like for a second, I was tripped up because like I don't know. He seems so annoyed by like he seems annoyed by a lot of the adventure. Like he's like I'm getting chased by a ball. I'm getting beaten up by a Nazi. Like that all seems to like weigh on him. But that's actually different from like
It's the
spotting the
acquisition.
idol and like
Yeah,
seeing
it's
it. He's got the
yeah.
gold lust in his eyes, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is it. Or
And because
any of that stuff.
she calls them noble, selfless quests, and they kind of are. He's kind of got a martyr complex a little bit, like, oh, you're making me do this. I'm only doing it because you're making me
Yeah.
do it. I'm only gonna do this because everyone's making me.
I'll go save history.
Yeah,
if I was writing this, it'd be like, I'm not going to take morality lessons from an aging grave robber. I don't think I would have written the line, "I'm not a grave robber."
it's clunky. It sounds clunky in the middle
I mean,
of
I'm
them
just
running
saying, I
down the
would have been
street
like,
to me.
no, that's just a lie. I mean, we all know he's
Yeah.
a grave robber. I would have written a slightly different, like, I'm not aging.
yeah, right. Who's
Something.
scruffy
Yeah.
looking?
I don't know. Or I don't know. Something else other than that.
But I feel like if you watch these movies, if you don't necessarily watch these movies closely, but you can still love these movies and it may not dawn on you that he really is just a grave robber and not an archaeologist.
Yeah. I think there are still people who get bent out of shape when we go on about that. We're like, come
Yeah,
on, he's
but-
indie.
He
Which
is
is
indie,
true.
but he's
Yeah.
he's also a grave robber. Like
Yeah.
he does very little actual archaeology.
Yeah. And I guess if he did, the movies would be boring. So, or
I don't think
they'd
it necessarily
it'd be
it would
boring
be a
in
different kind
way.
of movie.
It would,
yeah, it would be a
it'd
different kind of movie. I don't know if it'd be boring.
Right.
Well, there'd be a lot of just like out in the field dusting off.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you could a lot of it's. I think anyway, a lot of archaeology can be thrilling because it's like a detective story. Like you're trying
Sure,
to
of course.
uncover mysteries and figure things
No.
out, and that might not translate very well onto a like a major motion picture.
Actually, have you seen like I'm listening to that? Well, there's that underwater archaeology. That, and if anybody's on Audible, we're talking about this a little bit. There's that There's one of the great courses that's underwater archaeology, and they talk about the Antikythera very
Oh yeah, you said
specifically.
that.
Yeah, and one of the lectures is about that is an island, I think, off the coast of Crete, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. And the the boat went down there. There's the wreckage there, and it's sort of on a cliff, and it's in pretty deep water. If the water's not deep enough, it's like kind of too deep for, I guess, I don't know, a traditional dive,
Hmm.
but it's not deep enough to do like a submersible
Oh, weird.
Titanic type, Ballard type exploration. And so they said it's that's where they did bring up the Antikythera. So I have to say, kind of listening to that lecture, I had a newfound respect for the film and the MacGuffin and what they discovered.
But
It did
Yeah, that's
feel
kind of
very
accurate
Lost
though, isn't it?
Arky.
From what I
Yeah,
remember, that's like
But
that's kind of
yeah,
what they find.
I,
Yeah.
I'm going to play
Yeah.
devil's advocate. So I'm currently rereading Eric Klein's 1177 BC, the year civilization collapsed, which is all about the collapse of the Bronze Age. And that also has a very famous shipwreck that's discovered where they bring up like thousands and thousands of these copper ingots that were used to make bronze weapons, and they were all in this shipwreck. But the fact that this shipwreck was meticulously cataloged, like every single aspect of this wreck was cataloged and measured and notated as if it were on land, we were able to determine a huge amount of like where this trade was taking place and who was involved, and it enlightened us tremendously on what society and culture was like in the Bronze Age. And when you do that kind of thing the way this movie does, it's all just about a thing. It has nothing
Yeah.
to do with any of the what you might learn about the people or the past or the history.
Yeah.
It's all just I
Surprise.
want this item. I want this. Like it could just as easily be you're robbing an art museum or you're robbing a bank.
Right. A house.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Speaking of Pete, they recently. Well, it wasn't recently discovered, but it's sort of been publicly put out there, or at least sort of, there's been a little bit more promotion about the Spanish galleon San Jose off the coast of Cartagena.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
They call it like the holy grail of shipwrecks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was they said there's billions in treasure on the seabed floor, and what happened was the Colombian government had discovered it, and they kind of kept it a secret. They discovered it like 10 years ago, and they didn't really want anybody to know where it is, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the second they've, a lot of people have now laid claim to it, including, I believe, some indigenous tribes in Bolivia, because they said, the gold
came
was
from us.
originally,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
solid, yeah.
the gold and gems originally came from those mines, maybe
Yeah.
some silver, and it was pilfered from them, and now it's on the floor. And then some other shipping company said they have, and then the Colombian government is like, yeah, that's good, man. Get away.
But see, there are two ways also you could approach it from here. Is if you look at it just as a treasure, of a monetary treasure.
Yeah. It's usually how it works.
It's not worth anything more than the gold. Like melt down the gold and sell it. But in reality, like if you have a shipwreck, like an untouched shipwreck carrying that, a treasure ship, it's filled with actual treasure of like understanding what was happening in the world at that time, and like the people carrying it. And this was this one of those like the Spanish and the British were the British were chasing them with the letters of marque, or they were.
They said that the British blew the ship up.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
They thought for a while it sank, but they actually said they blew it up and then it sank. Which is kind of, you imagine gold and silver and emeralds and everywhere,
Flying
and
through the air.
blown up.
Must be
Kind of
beautiful.
nuts, man. Yeah. It's right here. The BBC. The Colombian government has started exploring a sunk 18th century Spanish galleon dubbed the Holy Grail shipwreck. South American nation has also declared a protected archaeological area around the San Jose galleon, which was sunk by the British Royal Navy in 1708 in the Caribbean Sea.
I wonder how hard it is to pocket like a gold nugget or something with a submersible. Like, is it like you reach out with like the hand? Is there any place to put it and be like, oh, nobody saw that?
I think most of it's
Nobody's gonna miss this.
But man, it makes me think of that in Beverly Hills Cop. But it's like, Zach, there's a hole. Well, those things, I think I take a couple of.
I think I take him
Everybody's gonna
home.
miss you.
You can eat him.
Where you been, Mike?
Sipsiak.
Yeah, hey, Mike. I don't know. I mean, well, you said hey to your Rahim. I figured it's fair game. I don't know. I would sort of pose a moral question, and we can all answer inside. Use your quiet voice, internal voice. When you have something, if you come across something like that, even as an archaeologist, or if you're in Beverly Hills Cop and they have bearer bonds, or whatever it is, you have like if you pocket one gold coin or ingot, you do. You're like, God, it would be so easy to do. Could you sleep?
I'm having flashbacks to us finding that woman's wallet on the highway in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Pete.
And you've had a curse on you ever since.
No, Pete.
We've had a
That's
blessing.
not how I heard it.
Had a blessing.
Jerry wrote to her and sent it back to her.
And then she cursed you.
Yeah.
That's when you learn.
No,
to
but
just
you know
finders
what?
keepers.
The
It's
reason I
easier.
did that, Pete, is because of you.
Aw.
You were the moral compass there. We found that wallet in the middle of the road. Where was it? Outside the
It was outside Flagstaff somewhere.
outside Flagstaff.
Yeah.
And we were on our route to Las Vegas.
Yeah, we were going to Vegas.
I was picturing
Yeah,
you
you
with
just-
like
we found, like,
bindle
a
sticks
wallet
just walking
with a
down
bunch
this
of money in it.
narrow
Yeah.
street.
It had like what, $150 in it.
Yeah. Which for us at the time was a lot of money.
I was like, Pete, we're going to Las Vegas. And we found a wallet. And you said to me, I'll never forget, in the middle, right while you're straddling those highway stripes, you said to me, Jer, imagine our karma if we keep this money and use it to gamble. This
Oh.
is just a shadow over our souls. And then what happened? Tell everybody what happened when we did arrive in Las Vegas. What happened?
Oh yeah, we hit a royal flush. We like randomly played a video poker game and won what's like $1,200.
Whoa.
1,400.
Yeah.
And I'm going to amend this by saying you hit a royal flush and you hit the grand. I didn't have a damn thing to do with it. I wanted to keep the wallet.
But we made an agreement to
but-
split anything 50-50, anything we won.
We made an agreement before we gambled.
Yeah.
That because we were on vacation and we, didn't have a ton of money, we thought to ourselves, this would be a crappy vacation if one guy won like $40,000 and the other guy lost like, $500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of vacation is that? We said, here's what we're going to do. Anything over, I think, was it $100 or $200?
Yeah, something like that.
We were just going to split down the middle.
Yeah.
And as God is my witness, I'll never forget, a woman came over and handed Pete Mummer $1,200 cold hard cash.
Wow.
And you turned to me and you handed me $600.
Wow.
Just like without 3-second delay. Nothing.
That's how you do it.
Yes.
Now wait, were you guys gambling with the wallet money?
No, we weren't.
Was
We
it okay?
weren't.
But honestly, was there
I
any
wanted
discussion
to,
of
but
like,
Pete,
okay,
yeah.
we're gonna return it. There's like $150 in here. We're gonna one way or the other. The lady's getting her $150.
No.
But let's
because we
let's
were
put it all on black or whatever. And if we win more, we'll split that with her or whatever or something. It'll be on top of the $150.
if you knew us at the time, you would have known that we had no way of making $150 again in our lives.
Yeah.
Like there was no way.
Look at you now.
And what's funny is we would have returned the wallet. She had $150, but there would have been, her driver's license, maybe some cards, and it would have said, "Dear Debbie, you lost.
Yeah, sorry.
You lost at roulette. Should
trying
have
to help
bet
you
on
out."
red."
Yeah. Don't gamble.
What if the whole world would have been so much better today if we had actually sent her a third of the money we won and that?
Oh.
Well, we
Maybe
did.
that's what we should have
She
done.
didn't have the investment.
No, she really didn't.
Yeah,
No.
she really
Now
did.
you're just being too nice,
we,
Peter.
we left her with exactly what she had lost. I got a
beautiful.
letter from her.
Oh,
Oh.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
she
sad.
wrote me back. I sent her the wallet. What happened is I believe we went to the police station, right? And I
I don't
remember
remember.
we went to the police station. We said we found the wallet. We were like, there's $150 in here. We made a note of it.
I think they
And
just laughed.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you found $300. Now what do you want to? Okay, what?
The cop turned to his partner like, "Let's go to Vegas." No, I got a letter from her, and it specifically said that
My
that
grandmother left me this $150.
no, it
Thank
said
you so much.
you have renewed my faith in humanity.
Oh my God.
So
That is a
yeah,
curse. Now you're carrying
yeah,
that
Yeah.
around with you, like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do anything
I'm
wrong because
Oh
I'm
I'm
yeah.
a
handing
beacon of
you that
humanity.
handing
And
that
that's
back
just
to
gonna let
you.
her down. Like that's just gonna like setting her up for more pain. Like if she has
Yeah.
faith in humanity, and then it's just
Oh
gonna
God,
cause her
that's what you
pain.
turned into? Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
God.
really should have just he should have made us suffer, and just it would have been a
Yeah.
nice primer
Understand how the
to
world
life.
actually is. Yeah.
Oh well. Hold on to your wallet, lady. It'll be a lot easier.
I wonder how do you lose your wallet, but right in the middle of like, what was it, the highway and Flagstaff? Like you almost wonder, you almost have to throw it out the window,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
that's weird. Did you
Yeah.
ever
It's a
That
weird
was,
explain?
story.
what, that scene was like a movie because there
Yeah.
was no one around. We were barreling down the highway in the middle of Arizona with the desert with nothing and nobody. And
Yeah.
I saw something in the middle of the road,
Hmm,
and we
that is
turned
weird.
around.
It was a human head. Bill Roberts.
Oh gosh.
Bill
We're pulling
Roberts.
out a lot of 80s throwback references.
really are. Not that mother scratcher, Bill Parker. Speaking of 80s references or 70s references, the number on the tuk tuk is 1132. What do we make of that?
Oh.
It's not 1138, but
Mm.
it's 1132.
I didn't even think about that.
I don't know what that. I don't know.
1132.
That has to have been deliberate in some way, but I don't know what the meaning is.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, let me ask you, Tommy, do you remember your locker combination in high school?
No, not even close.
Do you, Jerry? No, I don't.
You know what? I do remember this. It was a 36, I think
Wow.
36, maybe 18,
He
36,
could be
18,
making this up. We have no
19.
way of verifying it.
I don't know.
You know what's amazing? I actually have nightmares still that I need to open my locker and I can't remember the combination.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I
I
never
have
heard of that
anxiety
one.
dreams about that.
Wow.
Thanks, Jerry.
But now you can remember part of the cherries. Let's try that.
Have you guys ridden in a tuk tuk before?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too.
And,
They're pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. They're fun. It's like a golf cart. Hey, in Thailand, I was
looks
in
like it.
Thailand, Cambodia, and Thailand. Where were you, Steve?
Sri Lanka and Fiji.
Hmm.
And this Fiji they had like on the back of like they were like these art pieces and they were filled with like electronics and they display all these words and pictures and it was kind of crazy.
Huh.
Neat.
Yeah, it's an interesting culture. It's kind of
so
like
when
it's
you-
like hot rod culture, but tuk tuk culture in lots
Yeah.
of parts of the world.
Really?
Right?
That's
Like
kinda
yeah,
cool.
they
You know, I
completely like
kinda-
pimp them out.
Pete? What's your understanding? Like the tuk tuk, I feel like that's in sort of like a Thai thing, or at least they.
I think
wonder-
originally it was like it was called an auto rickshaw because I think they were originally like from Thailand or
I think
that area,
I
but
have
then
it
they've
associated
moved
with
all over the world though
Bangkok.
because
Yeah,
they're like
specifically.
they're in Turkey, they're in North Africa,
Yeah.
like anywhere you go, you see them. Not anywhere you go, but especially like equatorial regions or like subtropical regions where it's warm all year, like because they're perfect in warm climates.
Right. Well, and, with in places where there's really
Lots of
crazy
traffic, lots of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
parking
they're
is
easy to get
really
around.
easy,
Yeah.
and-
Yeah,
Is that just
Well,
the
there it
idea that
is.
they're
I'm-
small and you can just easily cart people around in them?
yeah, they're cheaper to like they don't use as much gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of advantages, and they're
Oh,
almost
wow.
always taxi. Like, well, not always, but huge amounts of them are like cheap taxis.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
people
there you go.
like
An
lots
au-
of people don't have cars, and you take those everywhere.
There it is, an auto rickshaw. I searched tuk-tuk. An auto rickshaw is a motorized version of a full rickshaw or cycle rickshaw. Most have 3 wheels and do not tilt. They are known in many other terms in various countries, including three-wheeler, and there's nothing else here that I can really pronounce. A bow bow, Chandari, a CNG, an easy bike, a Johnny B, a lappa lappa, a pigeon, a tuk tuk, a tum tum, and a tempo.
Oh, I had a Tempo. A Ford Tempo.
Oh,
Wait, I'm just real quick. In 1930s Japan, which was the most industrialized country in Asia at the time, encouraged the development of motorized vehicles, including the less expensive three-wheel vehicles based on motorcycles. The Mazda Go, a three-wheel open truck.
well, they also have like in some countries they have like tuk-tuk delivery vans too, and they have like in Sri Lanka they had these bread trucks, and they were tuk-tuks, and they would play. They would all play like this weird digital version of "It's a Small World."
Oh my
and they'd
God.
Drive, you'd hear that, and it would just drive you crazy. But they would be bread delivery trucks, bread delivery tuk-tuks.
Wow.
That's weird. I don't want that.
Well, here we are.
Lots of people they have like they kind of like Millennium Falconish. Like people often have like dice hanging from the rearview mirror.
Oh,
and they
sure.
have like
Oh yeah.
like
They're
pink
personalized.
velvet seats, and like a lot of them are really like pretty tricked out.
Sure.
There's we were talking in the during the parade in New York about the kind of like just vague fakiness of everything. Like things have been like digitally done and it all looks kind of fake and weird. I got a kind of sense of that like here. Like when when Teddy's looking over at the he's on the roof and he sees the car going. There's such a glowiness to everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just nice cinematography. It's almost like the Crystal Skull problem. Like, is it just nice cinematography and it looks super like intense and weird and unnatural, or is it just super fake and it looks bad?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to have several weeks to talk about it, though.
It's not a short chase. Yeah.
It's weird, though, because one thing that I thought was, another thing that I thought was sort of odd is this entire movie so far, Fuller has been just completely suave and calm.
Yeah.
And like in control of everything. And in this scene, he's riding in the back of an air-conditioned car, safe and secure, and he looks up and he sees Indy like in his tuk-tuk, like puttering along, and he completely loses his composure.
Yeah.
It's like, faster, go faster. And he like
Chucks his
takes a quick
cigarette out the
drag at his
window.
cigarette and throws it out the window. It's like, what the like, why is this what caused him to lose it? Unless it's just been building, like he's been holding it in all this time.
What's interesting is it makes me think, okay, if you had this exact scene with Tote, would Tote behave that way?
He'd probably like hang out the window and just start opening up with a machine gun or something.
Yeah, like a Tommy gun, or he
Yeah.
would take a
Or he'd
watermelon
laugh. I feel like
and
he'd
throw it on the
laugh at the
ground.
very least. He'd find it mirthful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Remember when he grabbed the watermelon and threw it on the ground? Was that Belloc who did that, or was that?
No, that was Belloc. Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Is that why I don't? Maybe that's why one thing I don't connect about this movie is that all of the other movies, the villain takes joy in being a villain, and Fuller doesn't seem to have any joy. He just seems to be like a joyless, kind of soulless guy.
Well, he's
Like he's not laughing maniacally, or he's not
Yeah.
deriving great pleasure from any of this.
I think there's
I have
something to
to
be
go
said for
easy
like
on
a
that.
cool,
yeah.
collected bad
No,
guy.
I agree,
Yeah.
but I don't know if there is in an Indiana Jones movie.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
but the problem is when they do the other Nazi, you wind up with Hogan's Heroes.
That's kind
you
of
get
true.
like
But
you
we've
get
had
the
Hogan's
Colonel
heroes in every one of these
Klink
movies so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Tote was a nice mixture of evil.
But you've got the Nazi flying in the plane and he waves when he's going like when he's going by the tunnel, or you've got the guy playing
Oh my
joust
God.
on the motorcycle. Like they're always kind of comical characters.
Yeah,
Maybe that's. I mean, they have treated him as more of a,
This is
real
more of a
world
serious,
Nazi.
like this is a real,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
got to sit down and be serious moment guy.
like
but
international sinister.
but that's a new thing I feel like for Indiana Jones.
Like even his freak out is pretty stable.
Yeah,
It's
it's not like a funny freak out, or it's not like
I'll get rid of the cigarette. Drive faster.
And I don't know, maybe that's part of the reason why it, like what Curtis said resonated so much, that it could have been a Bourne movie or a Matt Damon
Yeah.
movie. Like it feels much more generic.
Maybe.
I don't
Or
know.
is it just? I don't know. We've had this
I'm
debate
not-
constantly.
Yeah.
Like is it is the sense that it's a Bourne movie, is that like that's just what movies are like now, and Indiana Jones feels like an odd fit in that, or is it?
But Crystal Skull didn't feel like that, and Crystal Skull
Is
I
awful.
also didn't really
agree.
care for.
Oh.
No, I weirdly liked it more than this, which is even weirder. But it's that still felt I know I keep saying this, but that still felt like a Spielberg kind of quirky, weird movie, and this one doesn't.
It felt like such a Spielberg quirky, weird movie that
Yeah,
I
it
was
didn't
glad
feel
that
like
he
a-
didn't come back for this one.
Yeah. No, I know you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is much better than Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Okay.
Although
I think I'm
some
alone
people
on this,
disagree.
but
No, yeah.
I don't think you're alone either. I think a lot of people do like Crystal Skull better than this. But who knows?
Yeah.
People in the Crusade will have to let us know.
Oh,
One thing I really like in these minutes, there's that little back and forth. Indy's driving, they're both in the back seat, and Teddy's like, "No, not this way," and he's like, shut up, I know Tangier." I really actually like that Indy's correct, that he does know Tangier, and that's not
Yeah, I
a setup
like that
for
too.
like a boop, 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 boop,
I like
boop,
that too. Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
sad trombone or something.
I was expecting that it still was going to be because I don't remember what happens, but if it's not, I like that.
I mean, yeah, I don't remember what happens either, but it feels like the fact that he already found Fuller going the way he wanted to go is proof enough.
Well,
or
so
something.
why, I was going to say, why doesn't Teddy drive? I guess because Indy does know him.
I guess, yeah, he does shut
But
him
I mean-
out of
I
the
mean,
I
way.
but
feel like
Teddy-
Indy would have let anybody drive. Like Indy's
Yeah.
kind of the
Teddy
move
had
over
an
on-
He
amazing
let
move.
short round drive.
That was a great
Oh,
move.
he did let
that
short
Teddy
round drive.
had.
Wait, which move did Teddy does? Oh, when he
Oh,
runs
he
into
like
the guy.
bumps the guy and he flies out. I mean, it was curtains for them, and then Teddy shows up and he
Mhm.
bumps the guy in it's like a perfect blend of like comical violence.
Yeah, it's like he hit him exactly hard enough to knock him off his bike and eliminate him as a problem, but not necessarily destroy him or
No,
the
his
tuk-tuk or anything.
arteries didn't shoot blood everywhere.
Right,
Yeah,
little butterflies of blood didn't shoot him.
it was. It was like a prank.
Yeah,
Well, there's that one guy shoots like dead at them, and it hits the post on the front of the tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I wondered, so if the guy like shoots, he kind of has like a shotgun or something. I think if he were to kill Helena in that moment, would
Would Indy
Big
stop?
Rahim be upset because they
Oh.
didn't use the scimitar to get her hit? Like, how important is that for her conclusion?
oh
Well, he could still have gotten her head.
yeah, it'd be
If
easier.
Maybe
Maybe
Very
if she had
messier.
like buckshot in her ass, and then he goes and gets her. Well,
Yeah.
I guess they don't care if they kill anyone in the cookbook. Indy, Helena, or Teddy.
Yeah, they don't care about anything going on except for getting revenge on Helena.
Which
Yeah.
is weird. Which is kind of weird.
I guess
Like, they just wanna kill her.
It's a
Like the-
personal thing. It's like it doesn't have anything to do with stolen stuff or who owns what.
But like he doesn't know who these other people are. Like I'm just
Mm-hmm.
going to kill everyone because I'm mad.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
He is a mobster, Pete. That's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
way.
yeah.
I don't want to be reductive, but mobsters are bad people.
It is theoretically setting us up for a fun chase that
Mm-hmm.
Indy is chasing Fuller and little Rahim is chasing Indy.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you kind of alluded to it that this is. Some have said this is a very long, unimaginative, or just over long and a little over dumb chase. But I don't remember that exactly, so I'll be curious to see.
I
what
know a lot of people
happens
found
in
it
the
thrilling.
future.
Like our friend Cantina Turner loves this chase scene. So I'll be
Yeah, I mean
curious.
the like you say, the idea is rock solid. Like Indiana tuk-tuk chasing through Tangier. There's like 3 levels of who's chasing who.
Mhm.
I'm expecting it to be awesome. The best chase scene since the pod race in Phantom Menace. That's what I'm expecting. And I'll just say thank God we're doing these 3 minutes at a time. Because,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My opinion might have changed otherwise, and it might still. We'll have to see. Well, since I said have
Wonder
to
if
see,
anyone else has an opinion.
yeah, I don't know. We've heard from Pete. We've heard from Jerry and
There we
me.
go.
and
Oh,
Cantina
hey!
Turner. Oh,
hey-o.
what is it, Jerry?
Let's
seem
see.
excited about
Coming in
something.
over the wire is
Oh, what?
There's a wire?
Yes,
Good
there's a wire.
Lord.
Yes. It's rattling.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
Let me just see.
He's writing to Professor.
Yeah,
Christy
he's writing
Porter,
it now.
Reminding
Yeah, I'm
her
writing
that
it. No,
she
no, no,
needs
no,
a
no.
thing.
This just in from Professor Christy Porter. They were working hard at not hurting the people in the tuk-tuk. It didn't run off the road, and they were close enough to shoot the big gun out the other side of the tuk-tuk. Are they like stormtroopers?
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, aren't all bad guys in movies
Yeah,
a little bit like
stormtrooper.
stormtroopers?
Yeah.
I think stormtroopers get a bum rap because
Yeah.
people zero in on them a little bit, but that's kind of
Although
always
you
the
know what,
case.
it's where this does we do see Indy kind of running down the I'm not the one married to a mobster, and you're like, there's something about this that is very Han Solo, Star Wars running.
Yeah,
Yeah,
feeling.
that's true.
it's a little
Yeah.
Han and Leia bickering. Yeah,
One of those perhaps you'd like it back in your cell,
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
Highness.
Yeah. But on a non-stormtrooper point, we have seen multiple civilians executed with a gun.
that is true. Well, I think we've done it, you guys.
I think
Have
yeah,
we?
we've started stuff.
Yeah.
Started the beginning of the chase.
That's right. Where these various vehicles will end up, only time will tell. And that time is next week, right here. So come back. Check out, share us your stories of riding in tuk-tuks or who knows what else, what your idea of what 1132 could possibly mean. Share those with us on Facebook in the Indiana Jones Minute and the Listeners Crusade group over there. And also, more importantly, please come back here next week for the next 3 minutes of Dial of Destiny right here on the Indiana Jones Minute.